the young ones. You may proceed.
Thank you, Speaker, and the Honorable Okiya Omtatah for the honor of saying a word of welcome to our young brothers from Teso. Welcome to the Senate. It's a privilege for you to experience this. I'm hoping that you get to see all your favorite senators. I'm sure you already have because I'm here. But get to interact with them as well and to learn from them. And we're hoping that we have future senators sitting in the gallery today. Honorable Speaker, I have heard stories from the current governor of Embu. First experience with politics was actually in a gallery at the parliament in Nairobi. And it inspired her journey, and she's now a governor. So I'm sure that there are future leaders sitting here this afternoon. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Now, Honorable Sifuna, having explained your absence to the satisfaction of the chair, I do reinstate the statements by Senator Crystal Asige. You may therefore proceed to read those statements.
Indeed, Honorable Speaker, apologies, I came in late. We had a presentation of candidates today, and for the by-elections, I was in Kasipul in the company of the Senator for Homa Bay, and I came in late. I had been requested to read this statement on behalf of the nominated Senator Crystal Asige. There are three statements, Honorable Speaker, and with your kind permission, I would like to take all of them together. The first one is on the status and the future of the Kenya School of Revenue Administration. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Education on a matter of national concern on the status and future of the Kenya School of Revenue Administration, KESRA. In the statement, the committee should address the following. First, whether the Kenya Revenue Authority or the National Treasury has made any formal decision to suspend admissions to or close the Kenya School of Revenue Administration, outlining the legal, policy, or administrative justification for such a decision. Number two, the reasons for the cancellation of the September 2025 intake, including the advanced diploma in tax administration course, indicating the expected date for the next intake and whether the 2026 academic calendar has been released. Whether admissions to KESRA remain open to the general public, including certified public accountant graduates, or whether new eligibility criteria have been introduced, and if so, cite the statutory and policy basis for these changes. Fourth, whether KESRA or KRA has issued any official communication regarding changes in admission policy, suspension of intakes or closure, and respond to claims suggesting that access may have been restricted to a select group. And lastly, Honorable Speaker, the institutional, professional, and public service implications of limiting access to KESRA and the measures, consultations, and oversight mechanisms in place to safeguard its mandate as a public institution that is equitably accessible to all qualified Kenyans. I don't know if we have any tissues. Do you have any tissues? Honorable Speaker, it's a bit hot.
May Honorable Senator be assisted with some tissue?
Morally. So I think it's...
I think it's the meal you've consumed because we are in the same environment. It is something that must have...
Speaker, lawyers only sweat during the consumption of the meal, not after.
It may be in liquid form.
Thank you, thank you. Honorable Speaker, protect me from Cherargei. The second statement is on the commemoration of Dyslexia Awareness Month. Honorable Speaker, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 52-1 to make a statement on a matter of international concern, namely the commemoration of Dyslexia Awareness Month. Mr. Speaker, every October, the world observes Dyslexia Awareness Month as part of the international neurodiversity movement. This is not only an opportunity to promote accessibility and inclusivity for persons with dyslexia and low literacy, but also to celebrate their creativity, resilience, and invaluable contributions to society. Dyslexia was first identified in 1881 by German physician Oswald Bachan and later named in 1887 by ophthalmologist Rudolf Berlin. Has since been widely studied in medical, scientific, and educational research. Institutions such as the International Dyslexia Association have played a key role in raising awareness, developing learning tools, and introducing structured interventions to support learners. This global call resonates deeply in Kenya, where the Dyslexia Organization of Kenya has sounded the alarm that 60% of children in grade 5 to 8 cannot read at grade level. Of this, 15 to 20% silently grapple with hidden learning difficulties such as dyslexia, while 62% of high school dropouts leave school with undiagnosed reading challenges. These figures are not mere abstractions. They expose a continuing violation of Article 43, Subarticle 1F of the Constitution, which guarantees the right to education, and they equally offend Article 27, which enshrines equality and non-discrimination. Learners with disabilities remain unfairly denied equal opportunities in clear breach of these constitutional safeguards. This is precisely the injustice I have consistently fought against, and is why the Persons with Disabilities Act 2025, through sections 4, subsection I, 5C, and 20, must not only be acknowledged but be fully implemented. These provisions impose a binding duty on the state to eliminate discrimination, ensure equal access, and guarantee the full enjoyment of rights by all persons with disabilities, including those with learning, psychological, and other invisible impairments. Small disabilities unfortunately remain among the most misunderstood aspects of disability rights in Kenya. As Vice Chairperson of the Standing Committee on Labor and Social Welfare, I have had to address this matter upon receiving a petition from a Kenyan living with an invisible disability. Conditions such as schizophrenia and dyslexia are too often mischaracterized as madness, curses, or weaknesses, leading to exclusion, abuse, and denial of opportunity. The United Nations has documented how persons with invisible disabilities face stigma, forced institutionalization, and lack of access to appropriate care. Historically, policymakers have reduced such conditions to mere illness, overlooking their disability dimension, which the UN rightly recognizes as psychosocial disability. Unless we address this gap through education, policy reform, and legislation, including the full implementation of the Persons with Disabilities Act 2025, we will continue to fail a significant portion of our population. Mr. Speaker, it is therefore imperative that Kenya move decisively towards a dyslexia-friendly and disability-inclusive education system, one that understands, accommodates, and respects learning differences and invisible disabilities. My Learners with Disabilities Bill, which is Senate Bill number 4 of 2023, provides a comprehensive legal and institutional framework to achieve this vision. It seeks to eliminate discrimination, guarantee equal access, facilitate smooth educational transitions, and harmonize our laws with international standards. Critically, it expressly covers hidden learning difficulties such as dyslexia, thereby plugging a long-standing legislative gap. Mr. Speaker, the most meaningful way to commemorate Dyslexia Awareness Month is to conclude debate on the Learners with Disabilities Bill and for this House to pass it without delay. Awareness must translate into action. By enacting this bill and ensuring the teachers are properly trained to identify and support learners with hidden difficulties, we will not only safeguard rights, but also restore confidence and unlock the full potential of every child. Mr. Speaker, I invite colleagues in this House to support the commendable efforts of the Dyslexia Organization of Kenya, whose mission is to empower individuals with dyslexia to realize their full potential. This year, they are marking Dyslexia Awareness Month with two key activities. Number one, the Neuro Inclusion Gala Dinner, which will be held on 3rd of October 2025, and the Neuro Inclusion Tree Planting Hike on 18th of October, each at a ticket price of Kenya shillings 10,000. I urge senators, led by the majority leader, to support these initiatives in cash or in kind as a demonstration that this House does not merely legislate for inclusion, but also actively stands with persons with dyslexia and other hidden disabilities in our society. I thank you, Honorable Speaker. Lastly, I wish I had taken them in order. There is a final one, Honorable Speaker, which is a request for statement pursuant to Standing Order 53. 1, to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Labor and Social Welfare on a matter of national concern regarding the continued charging of medical assessment fees to persons with disabilities. Section 25C of the Persons with Disabilities Act 2025 mandates free rehabilitation, and medical services in public health institutions for persons with disabilities. However, many county hospitals, Honorable Speaker, have continued to impose non-uniform fees such as the Kenya shillings 700 that is charged by Nakuru County, 650 shillings by Laikipia, 1,000 shillings in Kisumu, and up to 10,000 Kenya shillings for specialized tests, while only a few counties such as Kakamega, Kiambu, Mombasa, and Kirinyaga have waived these charges. These practices contravene the Act and amount to discrimination under Articles 27 and 54 of the Constitution. In the statement, the committee should address the following. Number one, measures that have been taken by the Ministry of Health, the Council of Governors, and the National Council for Persons with Disabilities to fast-track compliance so that all counties provide disability assessments and related services free of charge, as provided for under Section 25C of the PWD's Act. Secondly, Honorable Speaker, the reasons why counties continue to impose varying charges and how the compliance framework will eliminate such disparities. Thirdly, a list of counties that have complied by waiving charges and steps to ensure uniform nationwide compliance. Lastly, Honorable Speaker, the enforcement and accountability mechanisms by NCPWD, the Ministry of Health and oversight bodies to guarantee that counties comply and PWDs are not subjected to unfair financial burdens and barriers. I thank you. This is on behalf of the Senator Crystal Asige, nominated Senator by ODM.
Okay, next is two statements by, from the Senator for Kisumu County, Professor Tom Ojeda. The two statements are dropped. You did not notify the table. Why didn't you communicate?